Hello, everyone. It's Wednesday. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Thank you for joining us for our first What's Up Wednesday virtual training session for the 22-23 school year. I'm Ann Witherspoon, and we've got Elena A. Day on the other monitor, and we've got John Allen on the soundboard for lots of fun today. We are your iTechS for Midlothian ISD.
Hello.
Before we get started, we want you to be able to snag a copy of the presentation for today. If you'll notice, it's bit.ly/MISD Tier 1, all lowercase. There are a lot of videos and resources in the slide deck today that you may want to have to be able to refer back to. Elena?
You know what, Ann? It's a great time of year. Your fantasy football team is still in first place. The Cowboys haven't choked yet, and our MISD football teams are having a fantastic start to their season.
Yeah!
But I think the best news of all is that our What's Up Wednesdays are back.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
So for today, we have some district resources to share with you that would be a great addition to your Tier 1 instructional playbook. We will discuss ways that these tools can impact student learning, provide a pro tip, and also propose an implementation challenge to you as well. So, with only 30 minutes left to play and 6 district-approved apps that can be found in ClassLink that we want to share with you today, we're going to have to get the ball moving rather quickly. So keep in mind that while our slide deck has some resources to help you with using this tool, we want to focus on ways that you and your students can use each of these tools in the classroom.
It's time!
And yes, it's time. So let's get the ball rolling and kick off with the basic play that everyone needs, WeVideo. WeVideo is your one-stop shop for multimedia design that allows you and your students to create like a pro. This K-12 tool can be used by teachers to not only create screencasts, but they can do an explainer video. You can also do task instructions and lesson hooks as well. With students, they can also use it as a screencast or explainer, a PSA or a documentary. You can do interviews and newscasts. It's an awesome tool that we love dearly.
Nice!
Make sure to check out their YouTube channel and the WeVideo Academy for great tutorials as well. So the next play is guaranteed to get you a first down. Yes, we're talking about one of my absolute favorites, Book Creator. Book Creator is a great tool for enhancing student engagement through creation and multimedia design. This is also a K-12 tool, and teachers, you can use it for presentations. It's great for creating interactive notes, doing science lab notes or any kind of content area notes, and then lesson instructions. I think the most cool thing of all is that students are able to create their own books or presentations as well. They can use it for journal writing, for their own note-taking purposes, and even as a reference guide to refer back to vocabulary, concepts that you've taught in class or whatever, or even as just a reflection guide as well.
Woohoo!
So when you need a dependable play to help you control the flow of the game, you definitely want Pear Deck to be on your team. This K-12 tool can be used by teachers to create a student survey and survey the class. You can also use it as a knowledge check, create interactive questions, and do drag and drops as well. On the student side, it's great for lesson engagement, for knowledge response and seeing what they know and what they need to know, what you need to extend on within a lesson. It's great for feedback and hands-on response as well.
Too cool.
So, Anne, I'm going to toss it over to you to talk about the next few tools.
Thanks, Elena. What would a great playbook be without a little razzle-dazzle play? Well, we have just the resource to add some life to your classroom. Adobe Creative Cloud Express, formerly known as Adobe Spark. This K-12 tool can be used by teachers to really just a myriad of options for presentations, for creating posters and infographics, for creating memes and GIFs or GIFs, creating dynamic interactive activities. And the students can create so much in this as well, whether you're on the iPad or the Chromebook. They can create brochures and magazines, newspapers, and timelines. This, ladies and gentlemen, is our new pic collage. This is where your students will create those collages of graphics that represent their learning. You can also create memes and GIFs. The one thing that I love the most, though, about Adobe Express is their video tool, because especially for the young learners, as they're getting maybe their very first video project assigned to them, it is a great tool because the way this video tool is built, it teaches them the art of storytelling through video. And it's just the way the tool is built and designed. And so whether you're elementary or secondary and you really want to focus in on the storytelling aspect of the video, I would suggest that you start with Adobe Express.
All right.
That's right, baby. Now, the next play we would like to talk about is one you've seen before, but it now has some new features that will help make it even more effective for you. This tool is for all teachers, but because of the terms of service, is really only supposed to be used with our secondary students, 6th through 12th grade. It can be used just like Adobe Express for a myriad of things. In fact, I will just say that I might have an Easter egg hidden on this page for you to look for. But this, again, can be used in presentations. There are some really cool keystrokes that if you're using and presenting in Canva, try just pressing the C key and see what happens. You can also create videos in Canva. You can create those animated GIFs as well, create posters, infographics. This is where you can get your Bitmoji classroom templates. You can create thinking maps with those to use with your students. And likewise, your students can use the presentation and video tools. They can create a myriad of multimedia products such as brochures and magazines, timelines, newspapers, memes. You can create GIFs on them and also collages. Canva is pretty amazing, and hopefully soon we may be able to announce that we might just be having a Canva district account. stay tuned for that news.
Good. Google
Now,
it, Google it.
Yeah. Now, our final play of the day that we would like to talk about is our tried and true discovery ad. But we're excited about the possibilities we have with this new upgraded version of Discovery Ed this year. In fact, we're so excited. Next month, our What's Up Wednesday is going to feature just Discovery Ed, and we're going to have a special guest, Mindy Autry, our head library media specialist from Walnut Grove, is going to be joining us. She is going to walk us through the new interface and share with us all the different things that this tool is, we're going to be able to do in this tool. So join us on October the 5th as we take a deeper dive, but we want to leave you with just a few ideas. It has that traditional, fabulous, curated content for us, but you'll be able to create lessons or find lessons already created and assign those through Canvas. We have it integrated into Canvas. You'll be able to administer quizzes, and it has the Discovery Ed Studio tool, which is a tool very similar to Edpuzzle that you can make those videos that you show from Discovery Ed interactive with your students. And so it's going to be a great way on the student side to be able to engage in the content, work through lessons and get feedback on their learning through the quizzes and be able to interact with those tools. So join us, because we'll be really kicking off a deeper dive into Discovery Ed on October the 5th with Miss Autry.
It's so cool.
It is cool. I'm really excited about it. Well, Elena, I think we've scored a touchdown with all these resources, but let's kick an extra point with this pro tip. As many of you know, Flipgrid went through a rebranding process last summer. And in my opinion, the best update they have made since they really pulled out their camera tool and made it available outside of just working through a grid or a topic, was to label the camera that's been housed up in the top right-hand corner of their interface. They've actually relabeled it to, can you imagine, camera. It was shorts, now it's camera. So it actually is what it is. But what I love about it is it's a great way for you to create a hook video or an explainer video, or maybe do a quick instruction of the task at hand, and be able to use their filters, their backgrounds, their stickers, and make it really engaging for the students. But I couldn't really miss the opportunity when talking about the flip camera to also remind you that WeVideo has a Chrome extension that you can add to Chrome, and it acts just like Screencastify, only you don't have to pay for it. The district's picked up the tab. And when you get done with your screencast, you can send it directly to WeVideo for a quick edit. And then you can either open the share setting in WeVideo and leave it there and just grab the link, or you can download it and upload it to your Google Drive or to YouTube. So both of those would be very great time-saving tools to be able to add video to your lessons and add them with very much ease of use and time-saving, providing a time-saving way to do it, unlike the old way of just literally creating from scratch. Also, both of these tools we'll be able to infuse that instant engagement in your lessons.
You're doing great.
Thank you, John. So I'm going to throw it back to you, Elena. Looks like we've made a touchdown with these two tools.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, extra point.
Extra point.
Excuse me. Excuse me, John.
I think so, but it does look like the clock is ticking and our time is running out. So as we draw this session to a close, we'd like to remind you about completing our Google form so that you can receive that CPE and technology credit for participating with us today. John's going to go ahead and put the link in the chat, and it's also listed as a link within our presentation as well. While we're talking about that CPE credit, are any of you interested in earning an extra hour of credit? If so, then we would like to invite you to extend your learning by completing an implementation task where you use any tool, idea, tip, trick, anything that we've discussed today to either produce something in your classroom or to design a project with your students where they create and show their learning. So think about what you have coming up and how you could incorporate what you've learned. And remember, if you need any help or you just need an extra set of hands during that implementation process, our team is always willing to support and help you. So just submit a help desk ticket and let us know, and we'll try and get something scheduled with you.
All right, so the last thing we want to share with you are a few resources to continue the learning, and several of these resources focus on the research behind the impact of using visual aids in the learning process. Be sure to check them out. We've also included a link to our tech tools and resources found on our iTechS Learning Hub. Okay, I'm going to throw it back to you to send us off the field today, Elena. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
All right, thank you for joining us today. And here is just a little preview of our upcoming What's Up Wednesday virtual training sessions. We hope that we will see you next time. And until then,
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.